The fake UPS delivery that turned deadly. Killer sends his condolences to the family. Everybody's been talking about this shit.
Una pistola a mi hijo. Tienen una pistola a mi hijo. Is it a secret door in there? It's a secret door.
Hey, come here, kid. Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here, come here.
That people don't get shot and killed in front of their kids, their children, every day. And that's exactly what happened in this case of trying to rob the plug going wrong. And in this situation, they didn't foresee what happening to trickle down the events of this triple murder in front of these innocent, pure children. It's a story of greed, murder, money, mayhem, and the straight up evil that men will do for the dollar bill, y'all. Imagine.
I ain't gonna lie. He sound like no homo. He got that narrative voice. He sounds like a great narrator.
Being the big brother, but trusting the little brother with your life in his hands and a decision to also get you life in prison just to be a part of a robbery that could definitely go wrong. And imagine giving your little brother the responsibility of somebody else's life in his hands at gunpoint and telling him, hey, if he makes a move, pop him, right? In the commission of a robbery. And just so happens, little bro had to do what he had to do. But the victim in this case seen an opportunity and he had to do what he had to do as well.
Okay.
Because while he was being pistol whipped, the young boy who had the pistol on him, he dropped the gun. And Mario...
He what? Let's continue.
Went for that gun. And in the process of Mario going for the gun, he wasn't successful.
Oh, yeah.
They decapitated him. God damn.
The youngest of this whole ordeal is the reason why the gunfire even started to take place in the situation.
These motherfuckers just started shooting people. I didn't want to do any of that. This is your chance to help yourself.
On January 26th, 2024, a family of 5, a father, a mother, their 20-year-old son, and 2 young children under the age of 5, were living a normal day inside their home on 94th Avenue Northwest in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, completely unaware of what was coming their way, as a navy blue Nissan Altima pulled up outside, and 3 suspects stepped out, 2 of them dressed in UPS-style uniforms, pretending to be delivery workers while secretly planning a robbery.
Wow.
A plan that would, within minutes, explode into a brutal encounter that would shock the entire community. This exclusive video was first obtained by Midwest Crime and has never been seen by the public before.
Están tocando.
One of the victims steps out, apparently completely unaware the delivery is a setup.
man. Ain't no big dog, man. Not yet. Hey, check it out. Come on, don't move. Don't move.
Oh no, this is where it all begins. Lock in, chat. Lock in.
Move your hand. Open the door. Move like that. Wait. Open the door.
The home security camera captures the third suspect come up the driveway after he's waved in by the other men.
Come on.
What the hell? Oh, we've seen this part. You gotta close your eyes and imagine.
She's right there. I'm not, I swear I'm not. I swear Una pistola, viejo.
Oh, we just
Block of 90.
Amigo.
What the
Dos
hell?
morenos.
Coon Rapids police were called to a home on the 200 block of 94th Avenue Northwest just before 12:30 p.m. on January 26, 2024, after dispatchers received a 911 call with a female voice in the background of what sounded like a domestic situation. When officers arrived, they found a man in the doorway of the residence dead of at least one gunshot wound to the head. A second man was found shot to death in the office, and a woman was discovered dead in the bedroom. She had also been shot in the head, according to court documents. Anoka County authorities identified the victims as 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Youngworth, her 20-year-old son George Alexander Reyes Youngworth, and Shannon Youngworth's 39-year-old husband Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada. Investigators.
What's the nigga name?
20-year-old son George Alexander Reyes Youngworth and Shannon Youngworth's 39-year-old husband Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada. Investigators recovered videotape from a pole camera from across the street from the murder scene that showed three men arriving in a blue Nissan that was registered to Mingo and entering the home. Additional videotape from inside the home showed a man identified as Mingo entering a bedroom wearing a UPS-style uniform, along with a man subsequently identified as one of the victims killed in the incident. Prosecutors said Mingo is seen on tape demanding money and forcing the man and woman from the bedroom at gunpoint with two small children following behind. Mingo then returns to the room with Shannon Patricia Youngworth and is captured on video shooting her in the head at point-blank range as the children, both under the age of 5, cry hysterically.
Mom, yeah.
Oh my God.
Please, don't do anything, please.
The mother managed to call 911, leaving the line open so dispatchers could hear what was happening as the chaos unfolded.
911, what's the address for your emergency? Hello?
Oh my gosh. Give me the money. And I ain't playing. Look. I know. Hey, Mario Alberto. Come on with the money, man.
Okay, ow!
Stop playing with me.
Ow!
Give me the money.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack out you.
Oh no.
I will give you whatever you want.
Go give me the money then.
Okay, that's okay.
Come on. You get where you move to.
Oh my God.
Get up.
I'm getting up.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna smack out your son.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
Come on in.
Okay.
All right, where the money? Go get it. Get it. Go get it.
It's right here.
Get it. Come on, open it.
Don't
move. No. Hurry up. No. Just hold it. Sit down. If you move, open. Where is that? This ain't all the man. You finna play with it, so I see I got to violate it.
No, please
Okay.
don't. That's all the money we have.
This ain't nothing.
That's all we have.
Okay.
Ow!
All right.
Ow!
It's all we have. Oh my God, it's all we have. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. It's all we have. Oh my God.
With no mercy, one of the intruders turns on the father, 39-year-old Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada, and a single shot to the head ends his life in the entryway of the home.
Wait, what? One of the intruders turned on his own father.
Mercy, one of the intruders turns on the father.
Oh, I'm tweaking. Oh, I thought I'm bugging. I'm listening too hard.
39-year-old Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada, and a single shot to the head ends his life in the entryway of the home.
Where are my babies?
I have money for you.
Where are my babies? Where are my babies?
I have money for you.
They're not showing video. I gotta. Bro, I'm about to cry, bro.
The terrifying footage continues as the intruders turn their violence toward the mother and her 20-year-old son, all while the two young children are still in the home. The victims are later identified as 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Youngworth and her son, 20-year-old Jorge Alexander Reyes Youngworth. Leaving the two young children in a state of unimaginable trauma, the intruders rushed to destroy evidence before fleeing the scene, unaware that nearly every moment of their crime had already been captured on camera.
Goofy. Bunch of goofies, bro. Stupid niggas, bro.
Meanwhile, inside the home, a heartbreaking act of bravery unfolds. The older child, despite being just a toddler himself, pulls his little sibling away, shielding them from the sight of their mother on the floor. A moment of pure innocence and instinct, leaving investigators and everyone who later watched this footage stunned. Just minutes later, officers arrive at the house after being dispatched to the 911 call placed by the mother, unaware of what they are about to walk into.
Police department! I heard a kid screaming in there. Police department! 4King09, give us the channel for now. I got a male down on the ground. I got blood.
Grab it, police! Police department!
Hey, come here, kid. Come here, buddy. Yep. I think they're dead. Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy.
Oh my God.
Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy. So, he's through the kitchen. Hey, buddy! I can see his diaper now. He's a little closer. No, he's pretty far in there. You see his diaper? See it on the ground.
I can't see past it.
Yep. Stay with the kid for now. We're gonna get you another kid here in a second. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. I need you to come with me.
We're trying to get the kid out.
Come here, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here.
I got kids.
What the hell is this kid doing?
Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come here. Come here, kiddo. Come here, kiddo. Come here.
Hurry up.
Two more cars over to the area. 31.
Come here, bud.
After
Ooh, kid about to piss me off.
rescuing the two young children, officers were faced with a horrifying scene. 3 victims, each killed by a gunshot wound to the head. The house was immediately secured, and investigators began meticulously collecting evidence, including physical items and surveillance footage from cameras throughout the home, in an effort to identify the perpetrators.
An alert was issued after the bodies were discovered, and police soon pulled Mingo over, driving the blue Nissan about 3 hours later after the murders. And they recovered the UPS uniform he was seen wearing on surveillance video. While the criminal complaints against all three men say nothing about a motive for the killings, search warrants released in the case suggest drug trafficking may play a role. A Twin Cities drug task force had been following the activities of Mario Alberto Estrada and believed he was dealing narcotics internationally. Maybe, possibly, allegedly running for the cartels, has been reported. Court records show that Estrada was suspected of drug trafficking, and the law enforcement was on his trail in the days leading up to the murders. Afterwards, investigators searched the Golden Valley storage unit that Estrada had rented under a false name and seized 3 bags of white powder, 7 bags of mushrooms, 3 bags of marijuana, and a bag of meth, according to a search warrant affidavit. Now, when law enforcement learned that that pole camera was mounted across from the street of the house, and it captured a navy blue Nissan Altima pull up and park in front at 12:21 p.m.
The navy blue Nissan Altima was traced to 39-year-old Alonzo Pierre Mingo, who was arrested later that day after being spotted leaving his Fridley residence. Further investigation, including home surveillance, DNA evidence, and cell phone records, led law enforcement to the 2 other suspects, brothers Omari Malik Shumpert and Demetrius Trenton Shumpert, both of whom were arrested shortly thereafter. All the evidence, from security footage to forensic and digital data, pointed directly to the Shumpert brothers, who had tried to cover their faces, leading straight to the interrogations.
Do you know the incident I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So you have no idea about...
I know that somebody got locked up.
Who got locked up?
Somebody is a name that you saying.
Who got locked up?
The name that you said. You said Alonzo, somebody's name Alonzo or something like that.
Okay. And you know Alonzo?
Yeah, a little bit. I know of him.
Okay. You knew more of just of him, right? You guys go way back. To Chicago.
I'll say yeah.
Somewhat of the same level of respect, right?
Yeah, but
we do our
like you said way back, like basically like friends, anything like that? No.
Not friends.
No.
All right, but you've known him all the way back to Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you living now?
Huh?
Where are you living now?
Over in Minneapolis.
When's the last time you talked with Alonzo?
I'm gonna say like a month ago or something like that.
A month ago?
Like a month and a half, I think.
A month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lie.
Damn.
So that was already on camera. That was already put on the news. It already showed Alonzo shooting a person. Okay? I don't know if I explained it well to you or not, but the more information I tell you, the less you can tell me to help.
No, but I was saying you can't tell me about that because I heard about it. The whole world know about it.
Sure.
That's everywhere you go at work. Hey, you heard about what happened? Somebody got killed in Coon Rapids. 4 or 5 people. How many more people got killed? I don't know.
Okay.
So what did I do?
You were there.
Wasn't there.
You were. I mean, you're probably not going to take my word for it or anything, but I'm not lying to you. I'm not making stuff up. We had the pole camera. Well, somebody had a pole camera on the house. When we see you pull up, we see the 3 of you get out, walk up to the house, it's just you and Alonzo. He knocks on the door. You don't come to the door at first, and you start walking away. As you guys are partway down the street, or partway down the driveway, he comes outside, so you guys walk back. Okay? On the door there was a camera. And you had gloves on, you had a mask on, but we're still able to tell it's you.
With a mask on?
Yeah. Okay? And then, who'd you wave up?
I ain't waved nobody.
You're sitting in the car and you waved them up.
You said I was sitting in the car?
No, he was sitting in the car. The third person was sitting in the car, and you waved him up.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was with no mask on, but it showed it wasn't me. You didn't ask me where was I at, or was I somewhere else, or nothing.
Where were you? I know where you were, but where were you? And then I'll follow up on that. And
you know I was there already, right? Is that what you said?
I do, but if you're saying you're somewhere else, you tell me where you were, who you talked to, and I'll follow up with them and rule you out. That's only fair, right?
That's crazy. You say on the 13th?
The 26th. January 26th.
I know I wasn't there. I wasn't at nobody else. I wasn't at nobody's house.
Okay. We go in a crime scene, the whole 9 yards. You're touching your face, you're hitting the liver.
See?
Yeah, I'll grab them.
You said I'm hitting what?
You're touching your face. You got a mask on. Yeah. You're touching your face, you're touching the lizard cage, you're touching the face, you're touching different areas. You're breathing through the mask, okay? We're getting to the point of the evidence is mounting up so high, it's hard to get out, okay? There's also audio, and you can be heard on there saying, "Ain't no big dog, is it?"
What?
Ain't no big dog, is it?
What do that mean?
Ain't no big dog, is it? Not yet.
You tell me. Can you say that?
Why would I say it? What do that mean?
That's what you said when you're there. And you also have a very distinct voice.
I don't say nothing like that. I don't know what that means. What do that mean?
Oh, that's just what you said when you're walking up and you're talking
Why would you want me to say it?
To the guy in the driveway.
Why would you want me to say it?
So that I can compare it to what I heard on the video. Right?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay. I'm saying...
You saying you knew I was there already, so why you want me to say it?
Well,
anything.
I can say that you're there all day. I can prove that you're there, and I can prove what happened, because...
You can prove I was there? Sure.
Yeah, because everything is on video, man.
26. Yeah, the 26th. That's the 26th. That's the day I couldn't go to work because I had my baby with me.
Okay.
And my baby mama, she wasn't trying to come get him, and I didn't go to work on that day.
Okay. Where were you?
I was in the house.
Is that what you're gonna go with? That's what you're gonna stick with? You were never at the house or anything?
No, I wasn't at the house. I see the photos that you got.
Yeah, I can get you still photos of it. Doing good? You still want me to get warm water or cold water? Okay. Give me this one. You can grab it. You can hold it if you want.
I don't hold it.
You don't need to?
Is that supposed to be me? Or somebody else?
I know it's you. I can print off a couple more, but I don't know if that's going to convince you or not. But just so you know, I'm not lying to you.
I know you ain't lying.
On any of this. Okay?
Julie, Demetrius Schumpert is charged with first-degree murder, accused of dressing up and posing as a UPS delivery driver to get into the victims' homes. But his attorney says he's innocent and has an alibi. In opening statements at Demetrius Shumpert's murder trial, prosecutors told an Anoka County jury that he and two co-defendants approached this home in Coon Rapids dressed as UPS delivery workers wearing masks. Once the suspects were in the house, one of the victims, Shannon Youngworth, was able to secretly call 911 and leave the line open. When the audio was played in court, a man in the background could be heard yelling, "Where's the money?" Investigators believe Schumpert, his brother Omari Schumpert, and Alonzo Mingo went there to steal drug money, pistol whipped Shannon, her husband Mario Trejo, and her son Jorge Reyes Youngworth. Then shot all of them, execution style, right in front of Shannon's two young kids. Separately, drug investigators had been watching the victims, suspecting Mario was dealing drugs. According to a search warrant, he and Shannon had sent large amounts of money to Mexico. Prosecutors appear to be minimizing that information while presenting the case against Schumpert. The jury today watched body camera video from the police officers who thought they were responding to a domestic abuse situation based on the 911 call, only to find the house quiet, but for the crying of young children inside. The video showed them finding one victim right by the door, then the heartbreaking image of rescuing the kids who ran to them in diapers. Shumpert's attorney told the jury his client is innocent, wrongly accused, and that he has an alibi with witnesses who will testify about his whereabouts when the shooting happened. Now, prosecutors say that the victims had 3 surveillance cameras inside their house, and on Wednesday, they'll show that to the jury, which they say captured these shootings. Now, Alonzo Mingo, one of Shumpert's co-defendants, has already been convicted in his trial and sentenced to life in prison.
I also have footage of, the son, the 20-year-old, who took the dog outside right before the suspect showed up on that footage. And the timing of that is very, very, is close, because had he been outside, maybe this wouldn't happen like this, because, what need would it be for a UPS, person who's supposed to be delivering this package? And keep in mind, they did not show up in a UPS vehicle at all. They showed up in the personal vehicle of the alleged mastermind Mingo, this Nissan Altima. Wow. And this son, he didn't see the red flags. And this is what led to his family's demise, as well as his.
All right, this is before. Nothing going on over here for real. Oh, that was just minutes before. That's crazy. Look, and they were about to leave too. The sun. That's crazy. If the son just didn't answer the door or see who knocked, bro.
All 3 men wore clothing similar to UPS drivers, and that's not totally true. Only 2 suspects wore the clothing similar to UPS drivers because Mingo, he had previously worked with UPS, right? And he and Demetrius Shumpert pulled out guns and forced Reyes Youngworth, who went outside to let out his dog, back into the home, right? With the family, the charges say. Now, according to the video, right? This is how they gained access, entry into the home by dressing like these alleged UPS workers, right? To make the people comfortable. Let their guards down, right?
Right. And
this is exactly what took place on that fateful day. Now, notice that I read in that article that the 20-year-old son, he went outside to let out the dog again, right? And this right here is when these suspects gained entry. Now, when they initially knocked on the door, right? Video camera right there at the door, staring the unmasked gunman in the face, right? And they did not answer the door. No. They walked off and, you know, they was about to leave, these suspects were.
Oh, God, they was.
Right? Until the stepson went outside again.
Yo, he's a good name. He's like, oh, damn. You went outside again. Weather, and so forth. Come to the conclusion that they stay inside, indoors, from the weather. Like, why does he talk like that? It sounds great. A great narrative.
Están tocando.
I mean, they kind of right. If you took the dog out already, why'd you take the dog out again? I don't get that.
One of the victims steps out, apparently completely unaware the delivery is a setup.
I've already seen this part there.
Suspects got there.
Not yet.
And I told you, he was already outside before the suspects got there. It was no need for this boy to go right back outside after these guys who, you know, just had knocked on the door looking like UPS men, fake UPS men, right? Looking for...
Hold on, Chad. My fault.
For home invasion. Yeah, man, there was no need to open that door up.
Facts.
Right? Mario didn't open up the door. Mario came out of the kitchen, you know, obviously looked out the window at these guys. And the crazy thing about this, he did not have to go right outside when the guys were still on the property, basically. So that was kind of crazy to me. Now, from the surveillance camera coming out of the room of Mario and the wife, it shows the wife in bed with the kids, and she's seeing the surveillance video on her phone in real time, and she yells out, "Pistola, pistola."
Una pistola, mijo. Tienen una pistola, amigo. Dos morenos.
Telling, you know, Mario, her husband, that these guys have guns. She see them, right? So she's seeing all this unfold right before it happened, and as it was happening. But by then, it was too late. They had already had the son at gunpoint because he had just went outside after they didn't even answer the door for these fake dressed UPS men who were looking to do a home invasion as they did, okay? And, you know, it was very unfortunate, but the 911 people were on the phone the whole time. The dispatch was listening, right? But it took them a while to get there. And, you know, I couldn't understand for the life of me if they were on the phone that whole time and he was under surveillance. Why didn't they get there quicker? Who knows? Now, another thing that threw me off about this whole ordeal is when the stepson goes outside after they did not answer the door for these guys. And he does it while they're still on the property. They ain't even left yet, showing them that they were indeed at home. It looks as if they was about to leave. But when they seen he was home, he came out, he's friendly, let the dog right out again. He had just did that before they showed up. And then he leads these guys back up to the porch, being friendly, talking to them, not noticing the red flags, no vehicle. It's two of them for one package, you know? And then you lead these guys back up to your porch as if you're about to go in the house. I found that kind of strange.
Yeah, it looked like you was about to invite them in, buddy. It looked like you was about to bring them in your house, gang. Like what if they wasn't even trying to rob the place? What if they actually had a package, gang? You was about to leave them in your crib, bro. Why am I talking to him like he's still alive? Rest in peace. Sleep in peace, rest in peace. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm just being honest. I'm being dead ass. I'm gonna be blunt with y'all. That's just how I talk. Like, gang, why? Like, you was friendly. You was about to bring them in your crib. Gangster you was. Like, look.
And then you lead these guys back up to your porch. As if you're about to go in the house. I found that kind of strange.
It looked like he was about to invite them niggas in.
That's when they put the pistola to him and told him to, you know, well, let's go in.
Pistola?
Yeah. Where's Mario? Where's your stepfather? Is he in there? Right?
Where's your papa?
They looking for the money, man. And this right here was crazy work. And not only that, why not get the package from the guys way out there in the driveway where he was at? Okay? He did not have to bring the guys back up to the door in order to get this alleged package from them. So I found that kind of strange, because then he opened himself up, you know, for the guy to pull out the pistola and for him to lead him right on in the house. So I found that kind of strange that he walked way back up to the door when he could have got the package from the guy way in the driveway area where he was at. And it makes you wonder, because how did they know that it was money in the house? And how much money? How did they get this notion? Because if they were looking at the articles out right before the home invasion / killings happened, right? They said that, you know, Mario and his wife was wiring money back to Mexico. Okay? So if they seen that in the reports, maybe they thought it was money in the house. But, you know, they was taking a chance even then, right? Because they're not for sure. So, you know, this right here was just poorly put together, right? And desperate. And maybe they just figured that they weren't going to call the police because they were drug dealers. But turns out that they were wrong. You know, the wife did call 911 in the process. And like I said, they was on the phone the entire time while this was happening. And it took them so long to get there. But they finally did show up to rescue the children. Now, also during the surveillance video footage of that home invasion / robbery gone wrong that turned into triple homicide, the wife of Mario was telling one of the suspects, Mingo, that, hey, man, money is in a secret compartment, right? And she had to get this key for this secret compartment where the money was. And they were upset that once they got into this secret compartment where the money was supposed to be at, right, was hardly no money there.
Oh, is it a secret door?
Oh, yeah.
There's a key. No, it's in the side.
Hurry up. Where? Get it.
Right here. There's a secret key. There's a skeleton key.
Hey, if you
oh
move
my
again,
God.
If you move again, I'm gonna pop this motherfucker.
Hey, how? Open that shit up.
I have the secret key.
Come on, let's go. It's good. Watch it. Hurry up. If you move, fucking lock this shit up.
And it wasn't enough. I don't know how much money they were looking for, how much money they thought was at Mario's crib. But guess what? It wasn't there. And it wasn't enough of it. Whatever was there. That's when all hell broke loose, right? And he started making threats that he was going to get violent. But before Mingo could get violent, guess what? That's when Omari, the young boy, got into an altercation with Mario. He was still holding Mario at gunpoint. Yeah, you can hear Omari tell Mario, shut the fuck up. You see him hit him with the gun, and that's when I explained to you earlier that the gun fell out of his hand. That's when Mario thought he had a chance. And at that point, that's when Omari, playing gangster, got real. And he had to hurry up and pick that pistol up, make Big Bro proud, and he killed Mario.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
That was a mistake, right? But it was do or die. It was his life for Mario. Mario thought he had a chance to be the hero. It didn't work out like that. God rest his soul. but he tried. Nothing beats a failure but a try. You know, this boy was scared and he dropped the gun. But, you know, God rest the soul of Mario that tried to save himself and his family from these guys. But it was just too little. They were outnumbered. Mario didn't even have guns, from what the reports are. After Mario Estrada fought back and was shot, Youngworth began screaming and crying because she knew her husband was dead. And she started moving toward the back bedroom. Mingo followed her and shot her, according to video. Mingo then left the bedroom and shot Reyes, Youngworth, as he moved toward the front door. But right before he was shot, right, you can hear Reyes, the 20-year-old, tell the suspect, "Hey, I got money, I got money." And he started to go towards the office. But he didn't make it. So was it money there or not? Who knows? But at this time, he had already shot the mother, the wife. And he shot Reyes. And Mario's dead, right? All these things happen in a matter of 7 minutes. And they ultimately leave out of the house with nothing but a bunch of bodies. Wowzers. Yards. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Mingo did not have a mask on. The brothers, Demetrius and Omari, did. And being that he didn't have a mask on, Mingo, right, it was in his personal car, his Nissan, that he did this in as well. It's all on video. He was arrested first, 3 hours afterwards, right? And then the brothers, Demetrius and Omari Shumpert, they were arrested in Minneapolis 18 days after the killing. And shortly after, interrogation video footage surfaced of Demetrius Shumpert, the big brother of Omari. And he was talking to the police, but he wasn't giving information. He was fishing for information, right? And he was listening to everything they had against him, his brother, and Mingo, right? Demetrius would tell the detective that he does know of the situation of Lorenzo getting arrested, and that he did know Lorenzo from back in Chicago, but he had nothing to do with the killings, right? And the cell phone records show that the Shumperts and Mingo were at Demetrius Shumpert's home together the morning of the killings, the charges say. Wow. Now, they have video footage of Mingo, the owner of that Nissan Altima, right after the killings took place. He takes his car to a car wash. And I guess he caught himself cleaning up the evidence of those other 2 suspects that were in his vehicle.
Or the what? Niggas thought a car wash was gonna wash the proof away. Nigga, what? Rest in peace, Mario and his family. Oh my god. There's a new Nissan right there, right?
But keep in mind, when he got caught, he had those uniforms in the backpack in his car. A UPS vest and a UPS uniform in that backpack. Showing that he definitely, was a part of that crime that took place, that murder, those murders.
Definitely part of that.
Wow. Now, subsequently, Alonzo Pierre Mingo, 39, was convicted in September and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors identified him as the primary gunman, killing the mother and the son. Now, early on in the case, they did not want to say which one of the Shumpert brothers murdered Mario, right? But we seen from the surveillance video of the whole ordeal taking place that Omari, the younger brother, the younger Shumpert, is the one that pulled the trigger after pistol whipping Mario and dropping the gun, leaving him to have to hurry up and resolve the situation before Mario got the upper hand on him.
All 3 suspects in the Coon Rapids triple homicide were indicted on multiple counts of first-degree murder, upgrading their initial charges of second-degree murder. Alonzo Pierre Mingo, identified as the alleged gunman, was found guilty by a jury on multiple counts, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. In September 2025, Mingo was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Demetrius Trenton Shumpert, who participated as an accomplice in the robbery, was indicted on 6 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors sought an aggravated sentence against him, citing the particularly cruel treatment of the victims, the involvement of 3 or more active participants, and the fact that the crime occurred in the presence of 2 minor children. On November 20th, 2025, Demetrius Shumpert was found guilty on all counts of first-degree murder and faces the same mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole when he is sentenced in January of 2026. The 3rd co-defendant, Omari Malik Shumpert, was convicted in December 2025 on 5 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of second-degree murder, and 2 counts of aggravated robbery. He is also scheduled to be sentenced in January 2026.
A jury has convicted Omari Malik Shumpert, 20, of Minneapolis on most counts in the January 2024 triple homicide that killed 3 members of a Coon Rapids family, closing the trial phase for the third and final defendant charged in the case. Jurors found Shumpert guilty on 10 of 11 counts related to the killings. He was acquitted on 1 count of premeditated first-degree murder. Sentencing is scheduled for January the 9th. According to the Anuka County Attorney's Office, Demetrius Trent Shumpert was found guilty of 3 counts of first-degree murder premeditated, 3 counts of first-degree murder while committing a felony, and 3 counts of second-degree murder. He is scheduled to be sentenced on January 8th. Now, cell phone data placed all 3 men at the crime scene, the home of Mario and his family at the time of the murder. Mingo initially denied having anything to do with the incident and said he was home all day, but fingerprints found on the cardboard box in the victim's home belonged to Mingo, according to...
Oh my god. Niggas is dumb as shit, bro.
The complaint. And as I mentioned before, yes, the authorities were recently...
But no, good thing they dumb as shit, though. Because that's why they got caught, about how dumb they was.
On the trail of Estrada, a.k.a. Mario, right? But in another report, it said that they were also investigating suspect narcotic sales beginning back in October of the year before that, of 2023, according to court records. And they had then obtained that, Trejo Estrada had wired a large amount of money numerous times to various individuals in Mexico. And this...
Is it just me or he low-key repeating himself? Is it just me? Because I keep,
And Trejo Estrada,
he dragging it now.
was
Not
allegedly the
dragging
name
it.
that Mario Estrada was going by.
More court documents are revealing new information about last week's triple homicide in Coon Rapids. Prosecutors charged Alonzo Mingo with 3 counts of second-degree murder yesterday. A married couple and their 20-year-old son were killed. And now we're learning drugs may have played a role. Investigative reporter Joan Kaplan is digging into these new documents, so we're curious what you found out.
This is a search warrant from January 26th. It's dated 4:30 timestamp. That's just 4 hours after the shooting. And one of the victims of the shooting, 39-year-old Mario Trejo Estrada, is named in this search warrant. The court document actually spelling out a months-long investigation into Estrada, who it turns out was being tracked by a violent crime task force for selling illegal narcotics. Detectives followed him across the Twin Cities and found evidence that both he and his wife, Shannon Youngworth, were sending money to Mexico. On January 24th, officers tracked Estrada's truck to a storage facility in Golden Valley and wondered whether that was a spot where he kept the drugs. 2 days later, Estrada, his wife, and his son were shot dead, and according to these documents, 911 dispatchers heard someone on the phone asking about money. As for that storage unit, here's what the officers say they found. Several bags of mushrooms, several bags of suspected marijuana, some bags filled with suspected meth, other bags filled with white powder. And it's important to be clear here, Frank, that there is no mention and no implication of Estrada's 20-year-old son, Jorge, who was the 3rd victim in the shooting. Frank, we also learned federal investigators, the DEA, also playing a role in this probe. And there's a lot to follow up here.
That sounds... any idea what the value of all those drugs were?
Nothing in this court documents just yet, but again, this is something that clearly they were following for months already, so it's likely this is going to go on maybe weeks and months in the future.
Right, well, we know you'll stay on it. Okay, thanks, Jonah.
Now, I don't believe that the Shumpert brothers really knew who Alonzo Mingo really was, because according to the court documents, they say he was an illegal immigrant and he had previously been detained by ICE at Fort Snelling in March of 2019, court documents show. So this guy, Mingo, sounded like he had really nothing to lose. He knew he was going to probably get deported again one day. So who really was Mingo? Was he the savage? Of course he was, because after he heard Omari start shooting, right, he finished it off. That's right. The mother, and then he went straight for the son, right? Reyes, Youngworth, who went straight for the door, right? And then he tried to say he had some money, but they ended up taking him out. Mingo did, right there at the office. Wowzers. Yeah. Now, even though there were several surveillance cameras that were mounted throughout the house, right? These guys didn't care. But in an act of stupidity, you have Mingo on the way out trying to tear one of the cameras down, as if that was going to, stop the pre-recorded video of these killings that they just did during this home invasion while the children were watching. But the children were not hurt. Luckily. Wow.
Thank God the children wasn't hurt. And his personal car.
Omari Shumpert, little bro of Demetrius Shumpert. He was a rapper, and guess what? These were his last raps. Murder raps. And he had the audacity to send out condolences to the family of the deceased. Mario and his family, right? He says condolences to that family. Praying hands emoji. Free me, I'm innocent, and I'll never be done fighting. Wow. Really? That's crazy, nasty work. And ironically, you had Mingo, Alonzo, right? In his trial, he claims, by a Facebook post that he made, that Omari Shumpert, right?
He got on the stand on a good brother and told lies. Omari Shumpert, Master Splinter.
Got on the stand and told lies. So this right here was allegedly backed up with some paperwork that was also posted. So you have Mingo, who didn't wear a mask, right? Caught on video, barefaced it.
Right.
Brothers had on masks. And in this situation, he's saying that Omari is a rat, snitch, even though Mingo was seen clear as day on the footage. That's interesting. But anyway, these are the events that unfolded, right? All because these guys didn't want to go out and do the right thing in life. Get careers, get jobs, work hard for what you want, instead of taking from people, killing people to obtain something that you might want to gain. So y'all get in the comment section and y'all let me know what y'all think about this entire...
Bro, the whole shit is OC. This shit is out of control. The whole shit is out of control, bro. Nigga, what? Chat, please. Oh my god, I don't know what to say. Chat, please don't do nothing illegal out here. Please don't. Stay in school. Get a job. Just mind your business, bro. Real shit, man. Facts.